Hi, my name is Monif. In my group is Asaf and Evyatar. We decide to describe the 3D printing and let's go. And now I want to make a compare with the current manufacturing methods with the 3D printing device. First, I will explain the additive instead of subtractive. That means additive is to add material layer by layer to make the final product, and the another one is the subtractive, is to remove a material by cut or revolved and all these procedures. Okay, and producing with a click of a button, I mean that today we design some product in solid work program or AutoCAD, and we need to make assembly lines and with different machine designed, and we need to to pay a material and another different programs, and in the 3D printer we just design the product in solid and send it to the printer, and it make the product so easy.
Hi, my name is Evyatar, and now I show you the advantages of the AM process. The first one is the freedom to design without geometry limits. It means that thanks to AM technology we can create complex shapes that cannot be produced by any other means. The second one is no shipping involved. That means that we can send a digital file to any printer in the world that can manufacture any product within the design parameters of the file. It's like the MP3 we did in music. Okay, the third advantage is a green production. It means that the AM process are inherently green. Since material is add layer by layer, only the material needed for the part is used in the production. It means that we don't have waste in the production. One more advantage is less resilience on labor force. It means that it's very simple to operate the 2D print, and we don't need a lot of people to operate the machine. Another point is no need for assembly lines. It means that we don't need a big factory and a lot of machines to do a job. It's enough one 3D printer to do one job. The last advantage is availability. It means that the AM technology made it easier and cheaper and more efficient to produce and export producers all over the world. We can send a job to someone all over the world, and he can do the job with the information we send to him. Now I present these advantages of the Okay, the first disadvantage is slow production time. It means that the production using 3D printers is slower than the old way, and the technique of the 3D printers is layer by layer, and it's a very slow technique. On average, AM processors are capable of creating a 1.5 inch cube in about an hour, but it's not enough, and it's slower than the old way, the technique of the old way of the modeling technology. The second disadvantage is low strength properties. The technique of layer by layer, it's a technique of 3D printers, and because this technique, the parts is very weaker and more and less strong. Okay, the third disadvantage is that the process of 3D printers don't suffice for mass production. Again, due to the technique of the layer by layer, the process very slow, and we can make one part at a long time. And though the process suffices for individual products.
Hi, this is Monif again. I will describe the current uses for the 3D printing. The prototype is specific required of consumers like dental implants and architects, models, and other uses. And other current uses is the producing specific parts. As you can see in the picture, there is a large uses for students like biology students who can make hearts or other organs, and chemistry students, engineering students, and all the other. It's a large of file for using. In addition, there is another uses like aircraft component, like a control system on the F-18, and the hearing aids uses, and others, and the AM technologies uses has evolved from slowly creating prototypes to creating parts for functional testing, to creating tooling for injection molding, and sand casting, and finally to directly producing end uses parts. Finally, as you can see, prototype and producing specific parts is very big advancement in the manufacturing field, and it's taking the manufacturing for or to the new era and the modern life. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Asaf, and as you can see in this slide, I'm going to explain you the technical process. So, as you can see over here, the technical process is starting with the design in a CAD software. Any kind of CAD software is okay. You can just simply design the model, and this is it. You're sending it to the AM, the 3D printer, as you already know. And so it's go like that. The 3D printer, as you can see, has a filament, fused filament over here that is coming from the, there is some stock or something like that in the 3D printer itself. So it's going to here, to the nozzle. The nozzle is heated, of course, and it's the material getting to the melting point, to his current melting point. So it's flew from the nozzle, and the machine from the model know the geometry that needed to be layered, and it put it in layers one over another, like it should be in the model. And this is it. Very simple, of course. I'm just making it simple for the explanation, of course. There is a stage, a Z stage, as you can see for the picture, that getting lower every time that a layer has been done by the machine. Of course, there is some other techniques that well known today, but I will not explain on them because I have limited time, as you can see, and there is a lot of differences. I just will as a note, I will tell you about others. There is one with a laser beam, and there is one with powder. They're pretty much the same. The big picture over here is the layer over layer. As you already know, this is the biggest advantage in the 3D printing technology. This is a huge development. Okay, so now I will turn to this slide. As you can see, this slide shows you the materials that are already in use in the 3D printing world. As you can see, there is some kind of polymers, and there is some kind of metal. The metal parts, the metal materials are pretty new in the 3D printing world. It's a new development that just came out. So this is it about that. Now, in conclusion, the 3D printing is a great achievement to the manufacturing world. It's taking the new steps in the manufacturing for a long time. All the methods that was known to humankind was just by subtracting material from the products that you want, and now with the 3D printing, you just put layer on layer and you build it from zero to the product itself. It's a great achievement. It's make a huge difference, and the limit for this technology, it's imaginable. Really, it's very big. And about another thing, the future of this field. As you can see over here in the slide, there is one picture that you will see a living organ that is really in development right now. This will be the next step in 3D printing's bio organs in 3D printing. It's very huge, I think. And as you can see in the other picture, it's a 3D printer at home. So every man can have a 3D print in his home. Just download the file from the internet and put it in the machine. That's it. You will have it right away. So I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you and goodbye.